Welcome to the first day of your nutrition coaching. You'll see here on my screen that I have just the one app, and that's the Libro app. So by now you should have gotten a message from me to download this app, and this is what it looks like on the start screen. So I'm going to click that and we're going to load. If you have signed up to a specific program, it will bring up whichever day of your program you're in. So you'll see at the top there it says day 1 of 28, and this is the nutrition education element of the Sustained Nutrition program. So you'll have on day 1 just a long-winded message there to say hello, but most days what you will see on your screen is your diary here. So at the top of the screen you'll see which videos you need to watch, what reading you need to do, and below that you'll have your log or your food diary. It will tell you how many calories you've eaten, how many calories you've burned, depending on whether you've logged exercise or not, what carbohydrates you've eaten, fiber, fats, saturated fats, and you can see down the bottom there we have protein and sugars. Now you have the option of adding a tracker. This will add in some pretty complicated things that will already, if you're logging your food, they'll already be in my logs, but you don't really need to see those on your screen, and it can just make the screen a little bit busy. So we're going to go back out of that. You'll also see there your activities if you want to log any extra activities, but I've already added that into your log. So we're going to click back on today, and we'll go back down here. So if you want to add your video, to watch your video, you're going to click on Nourishment Before All Else. So that's day 1 video, and that links into YouTube, and it will show you your YouTube video. Okay, very nice thumbnail I have there. You can click play on that when you're ready to watch it, and you can swipe it, or you can just click the button here to say you've done it. It'll put a line through it, and it will tell me that you have completed that element of your day. Now, the second day, you have your 7-day recipe booklet. Again, if you click the tab on the right-hand side, or if you click where it says 7 days recipes, it will bring you into that recipe booklet. We're going to tick on that to say we've done it. And then, for example, for the last one, we're going to click on where it says 1.1 nourishment. And then we're going to double click below here. This is going to open for us eventually. Okay, so I'm on a Samsung here. I'm going to open it with this account, and it will allow me to open that PDF. So you can watch that on here and scroll through it. And on the final page, you'll have some idea of what I would like you to do on that given day. So I'm going to go back out of that now. I'm going to tick that we've done that, and they're all your tasks done for today. Now, if you decide you'd like to log some food as well, you can go to your log. So you can do one of two things here. You can either click that orange button at the bottom right of the screen, or you can click go to log. Now, if you click the orange button, that is going to give you the option to add stuff via a voice command, which can be a little bit complicated. It gets to learn your voice commands as you go. I'm not going to do it here now because it's going to maybe complicate things for us a little bit, but I'll go into that in a moment. Or you can add things manually by going go to log, and you can add things with the little orange plus sign on the meals there. You can also add your activity for the day in here. Let's start with that. So let's say I've run 30 minutes and I want to add something else. So I'm going to go into that orange dot, and I'm going to click the add button before I get asked what I want to say. No, that's not letting me do that. So let's go out of here again. So when you click that button down there, your app is going to be listening to you, which is why it makes things a little bit complicated. So I'm in suggested activities there. I'm just going to add a keyword. We'll do this manually. So I'm going to say I went for a swim. And let's just say it was front crawl, medium speed. I'm going to say that I did, not hours, 35 minutes of swimming or 40 minutes of swimming, and I'm going to tick that orange box. Then I'm going to save it. Okay, so I have 30 minutes of running done and 40 minutes of front crawl swimming. Now let's say I want to add some lunch. Okay, now these are some of the things that are in my food log. So these might be things that I have eaten over the last couple of days, so popular in the last 7 days. Now let's say I want to add a bread roll. It gives me lots of different options there with bread rolls, and let's say it was a soft bread roll. You can type in if 38 grams or 57 grams or 86 grams isn't enough for you. You can add in whatever you like. Now you'll see it shows you different baguettes, hot dog rolls there, so it gives you different options, but you can also type in a quantity there. Let's say it was 60 grams when you measured it. You can click yes, and you're going to save that item. Now let's say I want to add a little more there. Perhaps with that bread roll, I had some lasagna. Now, let's type in here. Okay, so it gives you options here of lots of different lasagnas. If it was, let's say, a lasagna that you were able to buy in a shop, if you go back out here, you can add, and at the top of the screen, you'll see a barcode. So if you click that barcode, that allows you to take a photograph of a barcode, and it will take in whatever that food type is into your diary. So I'm just going to go back out of there again. Now, let's say, I'm going to come out of the log. Let's say that I want to create a recipe. I can click on food. Now, my foods, these might be things that I have had repeatedly over the last couple of days, or that I have saved to my foods. Something else is my recipes. So if I made a pasta bake, I have added in all the ingredients there. So let's just have a look at that right now. Look at information. Okay, so we can edit that by clicking the button here, and it will allow me to edit things, but it will also allow me to, if this was a meal for one, let's say I had 50 grams of pasta, 80 grams of bolognese sauce, and 25 grams of cheddar, I can add more ingredients there and click the save button. Or let's say I made this for the whole family and it served 5 people. Then I would put total servings as 5 in there. And when I go to use it again, it will ask me how many servings I would like to have. And usually the answer is 1, unless I go back for seconds, and then I might add in 0.5. So we're going to go back out of that. We're going to save that. We didn't make any changes. And go back to where we were. Now we'll go back to today, and I'm going to show you this little orange button here on the side. Now I'm not going to say anything for a moment. Let's say we want to add another portion of lasagna to our dinner. So let's click that button. Add lasagna to dinner. Okay, so we can see that there's a couple of items here. Now, they're not going to select items from the recipe unless we tell her to select items from the recipe. So let's say I didn't want it for dinner, I actually had it for lunch instead. I'm going to click that, save it to lunch, and I'm going to click that there. You can also ask her to create a new recipe. Create a new recipe. And here we're in the create a new recipe screen. So you can type in your food name here. You can enter a description of the food. You can add your ingredients. It might be vegetarian, it might be gluten-free. You can even type in your cooking instructions here. And if you like, you can take a photo of it so we know exactly what your portion size looks like. So that's your food log. You can go in and out of that as you like. Now I want to bring you back to the main page. And that's going to allow us to have a look at, let's say, your overall calories eaten, calories burned, and they will be there via all the activities you've logged on any given day. You have your amount of carbohydrates, your fiber. Now, let's say I want to have a look at my protein. Let's just click on that for a moment. So I will see that today I have plenty of protein. and the protein was in my pasta bake, and that's where I got 27% of my protein. Now I've added lasagna a couple of times here because I've shown this as an example a couple of times, and it just shows me what foods contain the protein that I've taken in today, and gives you a little bit of information about your protein. Okay, so that's it for the Libro app. That's just your kind of starter session. Should give you a little bit of information on how to use the app. And if you have any questions, of course you know where to find me. Check in at fionaodonnell.ie and we'll have a look over the next couple of days. This will also, just here, will also tell you when you need to check in with me, what information you need to send me, and I look forward to chatting to you over the next few days.